You're thinking about selling your property and you're wondering, what do I need to do now to get the most profit? Well, today we're talking about what you should fix before you list and what is a complete waste of money. Hi everybody, this is your first time here. Welcome. My name is Michelle Zimmerman. I'm a former television news anchor turned real estate negotiator, and this channel focuses on how you can sell your property at top dollar. So take a look around at your leisure, and don't forget to sign up for our Seller's Playbook because it shows you step by step, room by room, what needs to happen and when for a successful closing. Okay, back to our topic. Today, giving you a very clear to-do list to prep your home. We're going to talk about must-fix basics and quick wins that make buyers very happy. We're also going to talk about what you could skip so you don't waste any money, and we'll end with the one smart upgrade that I always recommend. Let's start with the non-negotiables, the stuff that buyers just expect when they walk into your house. These guys, this is the boring, the practical, but the absolutely essential stuff. We're gonna list them out for you, and my favorite is number 4. So here we go. Number 1, you have to fix all of the water leaks and stains. So if you have a faucet that drips, if you've had a leak in the past and you can actually still see the stain, that's a problem. Buyers see one issue, especially when it comes to water, and in their minds, they're thinking, oh my gosh, there's 20 more issues in this house. So we do not want to give that imagination a playground. So key thing is fix it right now. Number 2, safety and function. Do you have a loose railing? Maybe a wobbly step in the front of your house? How about an exposed outlet? Let's make sure we button up all of these issues. If you have a door that maybe doesn't latch appropriately, if you have a window that doesn't open easily, those are things that are going to come up in an inspection. So you want to make sure that those little fixes are done throughout your property. Number 3, HVAC and just obvious system issues that are fundamental to your home. We have to take care of this stuff. If your AC barely cools in August, you have to service it. If the heat sounds like it's a jet engine, like a plane is coming through your living room, you got to check it out. I am not telling you that you have to replace all of these major systems, but I am telling you that buyers do not want to walk into issues. So stay ahead of the game and fix the problem. Number 4, this is my favorite. Let's talk about those unwanted smells and surfaces. Yeah, I'm talking about the pet smells, the smoke, that mustiness that you immediately smell when you walk into an old house. This is a complete turnoff for buyers. You want to deep clean your house like a hotel housekeeping team is grading you on the job that you're doing. I'm talking about the baseboards, the vents, the window tracks, the grout lines. Make sure that all of this is done and you have a very clean linen scent all throughout your house. You want to make sure also that you clear your countertops because the fewer things you have on display, it actually promotes a much bigger space. Okay, so I know that this could be overwhelming, right? So I put together a simple Saturday plan of sorts. So we go step by step, a must-fix checklist in our Seller's Playbook. So make sure you scan the QR code, print it out, print that list out, walk through your house with it so you could go room by room and just knock it out weekend by weekend. Now that the must-dos are done, let's go ahead and jump to all the fun stuff that we want to do in the house to make it show ready. We're talking about simple updates that make buyers feel like your home is move-in ready without you just hemorrhaging so much cash. So number 1, and this is my favorite, I talk about this in another video too, it is one of the biggest returns on investment. You ready? Fresh paint. Fresh neutral paint, and that is it. And a gallon of paint costs $50. This is a win-win. It's the biggest new house feeling for the least amount of money. So you want to think light, warm neutrals that brighten up your space. And before you photograph your home with this new paint, you want to make sure that you patch your walls, you prime it, you do the paint, and voila, it's going to look a million times better in the photos. So if you want the perfect color, again, I have a whole other video that's going to talk about this, but I'm going to show you one of my favorites. It is Sherwin-Williams Alabaster. It's a clean slate for any buyer. Super neutral, it's a win-win for both the seller and the buyer. Number 2, lighting, bulbs, and fixtures. This isn't rocket science, right? We're gonna swap out the burnt out light bulbs that you might have. You wanna choose bright, consistent color temperature across the rooms. No mixing and matching when it comes to light bulbs. Replace a couple dated fixtures with clean, modern ones. And bottom line, you brighten up your space and you have a cohesive, welcoming tone for your home. Number 3, hardware refresh. I'm talking about the cabinet pulls, the door handles, the faucets. I like to call it the jewelry of your home. A quick style update can push an entire room forward a decade. It's a must-do, an easy win that is not a lot of money. Number 4, curb appeal. You want to trim the shrubs, you want to edge those beds, lay fresh mulch, pressure wash the hardscape. A polished entry sets a cared for tone for the house, and it just looks good for the buyers inside. If it looks well kept outside, the buyers are thinking they're doing a good job keeping up the inside of the property as well. So we want buyers to be excited about checking out your property as soon as they pull up to your driveway. Number 5, micro staging. Okay, I'm not talking about refurnishing your house. We're just kind of editing the pieces of your house. So like I said earlier, clean surfaces on all your countertops. You want balanced furniture, not heavy weighted furniture in small areas. Soft textiles, like simple stuff, switching out throw pillows, adding some plants and greenery and natural light. All of this adds to the tone of your home. Buyers should breathe out when they walk in. They feel like a sense of, this is a relaxing place that I want to raise my family. Here's a quick story for you to show you how much this works when it comes to a buyer's mentality of your home. I had a living room painted deep red. It was heavy drapes. It just looked like it was from the 70s. We swapped out the paint for some neutral tones, that alabaster that I was talking about. We changed out the drapes and we added 2 lamps to the space. And immediately, the next time a buyer walked into that room, they said, this room feels twice as big as the listing photos. My sellers were so thrilled that a quick change that was only $100 or so had so much impact on the buyer. And guess what? That next weekend, we accepted an offer, easy peasy. And like I said, it was minimal amount of upgrades in the house. If you like checklists, you're my people. I love a good checklist. And that is why I created the quick wins room by room list in our seller's playbook. So make sure you scan the QR code on the screen and follow it like a good Italian recipe, because you know, I'm Italian, I gotta throw that in there. You're gonna be golden and your house is going to sell for more money faster. Okay, we talked about what you have to do. We also talked about how to refresh a space. Now let's tackle what not to waste money on. This is my favorite. I want to save you as much money as possible. Let's save thousands together. Are you ready? Here are the projects that look smart, but actually the return on your investment is very low. So let's start where people spend the most money. You know where I'm going, right? The kitchen. Everybody wants to redo their kitchen. They think that it is old looking and it needs a fresh remodel. And if it's not the kitchen, it's the primary bathroom. Everybody wants to update this. And I know, guys, it's so tempting, but is it wise? The answer is usually not. Buyers love clean and updated, but they also love customizing their own spaces to their own taste. So do the cosmetic refresh. Skip the full demo. Trust me, you'll thank me in the end. Number 2, you definitely want to avoid the massive invisible upgrades, the ones that buyers do not see. So if systems are safe and if they're functioning, you generally don't need to replace them strictly to list your house. So let me give you an example of this. Swapping out every single pane window for the double pane window, you don't have to do that. Instead, you want to fix specific problems. So if the window isn't opening, you do want to fix that, right? But do not spend 5 figures on something that buyers can't feel when they walk through your house for a showing. Number 3 of what not to waste your money on is over-personalizing luxury add-ons. So the custom wine cellar that you love, maybe the next buyer doesn't. The elaborate built-in themed media rooms, awesome for you, questionable for resale. That really does narrow your buyer pool. So if it screams a very specific lifestyle, save your money for your next house and put it into that house instead. Number 4, yard overhauls and complex landscaping. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Curb appeal is so important, but there's a sense of overboard, right? You don't want to be extra, as the kids say nowadays, right? You don't need that botanical garden or any high maintenance designs that could really scare off buyers who want to limit their outdoor work versus add it on. And last but not least, the whole house flooring replacement. If you have a decent one, you don't need to worry about it. Now, if it's damaged, I do want you to worry about it. But if it's not, and it just is a little out of date, all you have to do is clean the grout, keep it clean, and have the buyers be the ones that change it to something that they love. Okay, so if you're standing in a store aisle and you're asking yourself, should I do this? I got you. Open the Fix versus Skip grid in our Seller's Playbook. Scan the QR code, check your room against my recommendations. We really took a lot of time to make sure that this was as inclusive as possible for all the different scenarios out there. So my goal when I was putting it together, I was saying in my head, I don't want you to panic and I don't want you to spend extra money. I do want you to take a breath, open up the digital book, and there you go. When you're in the store, just follow what it says and you'll be golden. Okay, so I told you I was gonna end with this. I promised you that last bit of insight on the smart upgrade that almost always pays off, right? So here it is. If you have a budget for one strategic improvement, start outside. First impressions drive the clicks, which drive the showings, and ultimately drives the offers. So 2 places that I really love to start off with is the front door and then also the garage door. Because I said again that this dominates your curb appeal. A great looking entry door and a very clean, modern garage door make your house feel updated right from the street. So paint and hardware can be good enough to get that feel for the buyer. So like I said, if your door is a little battered, maybe it's a little dated, maybe that your door handle is a little rusty, change that out and replace it. And I have one more tidbit that I want to share with you that will really multiply the amount of showings you have. Make sure that you splurge for professional photography. And if you're using a realtor, this is a service that they will provide for you, but double check before you sign that contract. Here's why. Photos sell your house. You want people to make sure that they are not swiping left on your house because of the photos when you have a beautiful home. I hate seeing cell phone pictures as a part of an MLS listing. It should never happen. It's poor lighting, you can't see anything, and the buyers don't have patience to see whether or not they like the detail of the picture. So make sure you get professional photos to make your house shine. It is a necessity in this digital age. And I got you covered there too. Inside the Seller's Playbook, I included a photographer shot list, a staging cheat sheet, so you literally have everything you need to have a successful listing for your house. We covered so much today. We covered the basics of what you need to do immediately before you list your home. We made sure that we had a few quick wins with photography that show beautifully. We showed you all of the money pits that you don't have to worry about now because you watched this video. And we also showed you ways that you could upgrade for a minimal amount of money. As I said, we do have that Seller's Playbook, right? We can have it right in your pocket because it's on your cell phone. Scan the QR code and it'll be there in a jiffy. That free Seller's Playbook goes room by room, checklist by checklist, and it makes sure it has that photography list that we told you about too. If you'll be buying after you sell, we got you covered. There's also a buyer's playbook as well. So we walk you through every aspect of the real estate journey. I certainly hope that this was helpful. Make sure that you tap like and subscribe and drop your biggest, should I fix this, Michelle, in the comments, and I'm gonna help you decide. All right, everybody, I'll see you next time.